inviting you, if your mind starts to wander, just to bring it back to the center with your breathing. Allowing for yourself to be held, cradled, rocked, loved, and perfectly known in the arms of the divine. All needs met. Participate in the isness, in the allness, pure spirit, pure love, unconditional love. So inviting you now to become more aware of your breathing. Just gentle inhales in. Easy and effortless exhales out. Easy inhales in. And effortless exhales out. Bringing your awareness and attention, consciousness back to this very moment in time. Feeling your place within the chair or couch or seat, being certain now you can feel that place. You may want to tap your toes to the ground and your fingertips together, inviting you to allow for yourself to be hermetically sealed in God's grace for perfect health and wholeness and vitality and vigor and abundance and prosperity and wealth and joy and all your highest and best good right here and right now. As we were lovingly blessed with the healing tones and bowls of Ashley Martin, we thank her for her contribution. We thank David for his contribution to bring live meditation via Zoom. Thanking each person present for their participation. For we have two or more gathered, and we've created a consciousness of healing, health, and vitality and wholeness that we spread through cyberspace now, so that the service continues to unfold in a perfect pattern with ease and with grace, blessing all who tune in, for they have a divine appointment to tune in at whatever time they do. And how grateful I am to have participated, with a grateful heart, blessing each and every one of you. We conclude today's meditation service and together say namaste.
Namaste.
Take a look at the person next to you. Say, God loves you and I love you too. Feel the love in a sanctuary. Now lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love, we come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love. Now look at the person next to you. Say, I recognize the God in you. Feel the love in a sanctuary. Now lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love, we come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love, from every walk of life, every creed and color, in kinship we unite, in honor of the God in each other, yeah. Now look at the person next to you. Say, namaste, I bow to you. Feel the love in a sanctuary. Now lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love, we come together. Yeah, we come together. Oh, we come together. In the name of love, we come together. Yeah, we come together. Oh, we come together. In the name of love.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our live service here on Zoom. We are so happy to have you with us this morning. Okay, can everyone hear me? Okay, good. All right, so I know it's fun to see everyone in our Zoom service. And so if you want to wave to someone who you see in the little box, you can do that now and just say hi and welcome. We are going to provide you with a really wonderful service today, as always. And David is I'm just so appreciative of David for all that he does in the background so that we can see and hear everything. I want to take a moment to thank Mark for that beautiful meditation this morning. If you have not ever experienced our meditation before service, I invite you to get up just a couple minutes early and come at 9:45 to experience our meditation. And so now Mark is going to bring us some announcements.
And good morning again, everybody. This is Brother Mark. I'm one of the licensed practitioners at CSL Redlands, and I do have several announcements for you. First, tonight, beginning at 4 p.m., there's an online Cozy Couch series, and it's a concert featuring 3 of Center for Spiritual Living's talented musicians, and they are Amy Bishop, Gary Lynn Floyd, and Eddie Watkins Jr. Your weekly e-news letter that was sent out on Wednesday has all the details and the access links to each artist's concert. The second announcement is that we're going to be placing on hold the second and fourth Saturday visioning sessions for now. And if you're interested in becoming part of the visioning team for CSL Redlands, please let Reverend Carrie know right away. And we'll resume those in the upcoming year, 2021. The 5 p.m. Sunday check-in with Reverend Carrie or Kappa is also going to be canceled for now and may or may not start again in the new year. On December 31st, I want you to watch for the advertisements on our Facebook page and through the e-newsletter that comes out weekly for the details of the worldwide meditation. It starts early, so early that I have to get the sleep out of my eyes, 4 a.m. Pacific time for at least an hour on Zoom. And so you can join Reverend Carrie, our practitioner core in consciousness for world peace, right? And healing, world peace, right? It's a world peace meditation. And so that's December 31st. And then I wanted to let you know, we had a jewelry sale over the weekend, and we raised $154 selling beautiful jewelry that was donated to us several years ago by one of the friends of CSL Redlands. And so it's not too late if you wish to purchase. We have pearl stretchy bracelets and onyx and hematite. I saw amethyst one, beautiful gold-plated and cubic zirconia collections of jewelry, from cuffs and earrings and bracelets and necklaces. Also some men's stainless steel rings and bands and bracelets and necklaces. Pearl strands that are beautiful that go up to a $300 retail value that are about $40 a strand. And 100% of the proceeds go to CSL Redlands General Fund. So if you saw the photos on our Facebook page and wish to order, just private message us and we'll make it happen for you. And let's see, remember to join us today after service in our Zoom room for fellowship time and connection. And that we usually stay in this very space, in this very link, for about 30 minutes. But be warned, last week we had so much fun, we stayed almost an hour. And then the final announcement is on January, the last Sunday of January, which is the 31st, 2021. We want to make sure you're aware that we're having our annual congregational meeting. And this is our official 45-day notice that it's happening. It will happen both in person, masked, using physical distancing, right? With temperature checks upon entry, and spacing in the center, in the physical church building, so you can see everybody. And also on Zoom. If you feel more comfortable participating on Zoom, there'll be a link for you to join in the meeting virtually as well. And so that starts at 11:30 a.m. on the last Sunday of January 31st, 2021. Blessings. And now we're going to enjoy our centering music by our music director, Gilman Carver. And the title of the song is called Scarlet Ribbons.
I peeked in to say goodnight when I heard my child in prayer, and for me some scarlet ribbons for my hair. All the stores were closed and shuttered, all the streets were dark and bare. In our town, no scarlet ribbons, not one ribbon for her hair. Through the night my heart was aching, just before the dawn was breaking. I peeked in, and on her bed, in gay profusion, lying there, lovely ribbons, scarlet ribbons for her hair. If I live to be 100, I will never know from where came those lovely scarlet ribbons for her hair.
And so we're just going to take this God breath and we're going to breathe while we do this invocation. And so in this moment, as we take that breath, we breathe. But knowing right here, right now, right where we are, God is. So what I know is that I am one with God. I know that I am one with the universal presence. So then I know we are one with God's Spirit that's moving in us and through us and all around us as I speak. So as we take that God breath, we breathe, knowing that we are in a state of perfection, harmony, love right now, right in the midst of whatever that's going on. We know that we are one with grace, and that grace is supporting us now, right here, right now. Grace is moving through us right here, right now. And as we take that breath, grace is moving through every cell of our body. Grace is. And I know that God's grace is moving through you right now. And so as I take this breath, I breathe. And knowing that God is within us right here, right now. God's Spirit is moving through every cell of our bodies. And so as we take this breath, we bless this day that the Lord has made. And we know we are truly blessed to be able to take that breath and breathe. And so as we give thanks for this, we're sending the highest vibration to every person, every being in the world, uplifting them to the highest vibration of good. Sending the highest vibration to everyone that has had the coronavirus or their family members. Sending loving light, healing energy and supporting you right here, right now. So as we take this breath, we breathe. And knowing that God is all that there is. And in this, I give thanks for this truth. And I just release my words into the universal law. I know that it's perfect, and I know that it's complete. And we will say, and so it is.
And so it is. Amen. Ashe. And so just before I do today's reading, I want to invite you to participate every Wednesday evening from 7 to 8 p.m. for our midweek service that has been lovingly facilitated by Reverend Dr. Renee Hart. She gives everything to this for a beautiful meditation and then an inspirational message. And we thank Reverend Dr. Renee Hart for the power of healing and transformation that she is on this planet. And today's reading was selected by our senior minister and spiritual leader, Reverend Carrie Masters. It comes from the book by Dennis Merritt Jones called The Art of Being. And I invite you to close your outer eyes and just take in this reading. I believe each of us came into this human experience because we are on a divine assignment to bring our gift to our earth family. The gift we each bring is unique and unlike any other. It's a one-of-a-kind gift, which can never, even in a million millennia, be recreated. The challenge, however, can sometimes lie in figuring out how to get the gift opened. God was very creative in this endeavor because he wrapped this gift in an amazing package, your consciousness. It's true. The gift you have brought to share with your family of the earth lies in who you are. Who you are, or who you believe yourself to be, is the gift you bring. Can you feel the delight of this delicious truth? You are the gift to humankind and the planet, tightly wrapped and waiting to be opened.
In the bleak midwinter, frosty wind made moan. Earth stood hard as iron, water like a stone. Snow had fallen, snow on snow, snow on snow. In the bleak midwinter long ago. Angels and archangels may have gathered there, cherubim and seraphim thronged in the air, but his mother only in her maiden bliss worship the beloved with a kiss. What can I give him, poor as I am? If I were a shepherd, I would bring a lamb. If I were a wise man, I would do my part. Yet what I can I give him my heart.
Thank you, Gilman. Thank you. Very, very nice. Well, good morning again, everyone. Happy to have you all here. I know that I know from personal experience here lately, I have been out in traffic around the shopping malls here in Beaumont, oh, the metropolis of Beaumont. And there's a lot of traffic out. And so Christmas shopping is underway, even though the stores are only at part capacity. And I heard a story some time ago about a couple of ladies who decided that they were going to go Christmas shopping. They lived next door, and the two couples were very social together. But the guys didn't want to go Christmas shopping. So they decided that they were going to take out their sailboat. They must live in Newport Beach or somewhere. And anyway, they decided to take out their sailboat while the ladies went shopping. So while they were out in their boat, the sea grew really angry, and a storm came up, and the boat, they had a hard time keeping the boat under control. And as they continued to maneuver toward safe harbor, they hit a sandbar and the boat grounded. They jumped over and they tried to push it with all of their might to get it off the sandbar, trying to get the boat to float once more. And one of the guys, with his knee deep in mud and the waves pounding against him and the boat and the wind whipping his hair all around, and his heart pounding from all the effort and the stress that they were under, he grinned at his next door neighbor and he said, "Sure beats Christmas shopping, doesn't it?" Yeah. Sometimes we make the wrong choices. And but in any case, they had a good time while they were shopping. Today I want to talk about the gift. Now, and there's various aspects of the gift that I want to talk about: the receiving, the giving, and what the gift actually is. Ernest Holmes said in the Science of Mind magazine in December of 1962, "To carry peace, love, and forgiveness to everyone is the meaning of Christmas." I want to alter that just a little bit and say to carry peace, love, and givingness to everyone is the meaning of the holidays. It's actually the meaning of life, isn't it? To feel that we are all a part of the divine offering is to enter into the spirit of the birth of the anointed one, the Christed one, in the human mind and heart. Yeah. So we're going to talk about that gift as we move through our time together this morning. I have a story about a rag doll that was given to a young girl named Betty. Now, Betty loved this rag doll. She loved this rag doll so much. She played with it all the time when she was a young girl. And as she grew older, she picked it up one day to look at it and the head fell off. And so she just took it to her parents, and her dad said, "Well, we'll take the doll to the doll hospital." And he gently carried the doll to his workshop in the garage. The girl was old enough by that time that she was interested in other things. And so the doll kind of left her mind. And as the years went by, she grew older, of course, and she left home and began to live on her own. And her parents, of course, aged, and her dad had passed away. So she came home for his memorial service. And after the memorial, she stayed with her mom for a few weeks after the memorial. And she and her mom went through his closet to find some papers that they needed. And they found the shoebox that Dad had put the rag doll in. And they opened up that shoebox, and it was carefully wrapped in tissue paper and carefully placed in the box. And what happened for them is that they realized that Dad had repaired the doll and put it away because he knew that she wasn't really interested in it anymore, but that she might be one day. And so she had her rag doll back as a memory of her dad and his love for her. I love that story because it is so rich with so many aspects. The gifts that we receive, like Betty received her rag doll, those gifts are gifts that allow us to enjoy something new in our life, isn't it? It is that gift that's from the giver that says, I love you enough to give you this. The other day, I attended a birthday party of a very dear friend, and there were 4 of us there, including the birthday girl. And we each gave her something that we knew she would absolutely love. Each gift was carefully chosen by each of us. And one of the gifts was a really cool looking burlap Trader Joe's bag. And in the bag were things from Trader Joe's that were the birthday girl's favorite things from Trader Joe's. So it was fun to watch her take them out and say, ooh, have you ever tried this? Ooh, look at this. Those gifts were sparking in her an enthusiasm for life, for the gift that she received, and of course, the love that she received from the person who gave it to her. And so what I took away from that is that she received it with her whole being. And I think that's important for us as we move through this holiday time and perhaps our given gifts, that it's important for us to fully receive our gifts. I have a grandson who's already 21, and he loves to receive gifts. And when he receives it, he absolutely lights up. It could be the ugliest sweater you've ever seen or something that he really didn't want, but he'll light up and he'll say, oh my gosh, thank you. That's the way we need to receive everything. And as one of my dearest teachers told me one time, it's our job to receive what we're given. And if it isn't exactly what we want or doesn't serve us, then we can move it along and re-gift it or give it to someone who might need it more than we do. This is the great thing about receiving a gift. We have the choice to embrace it into our lives and keep it for years, or we have the choice to embrace it for a moment, love it, love the giver, and release it into the world. And then there are the gifts that we give. These gifts are those that we give at birthday parties or at Christmas time, Hanukkah time. Happy Hanukkah to those of you who celebrate that, by the way. There's something wonderful about giving a gift to someone, to find something really special that we know that they want. Like Betty and her rag doll. Her parents knew that she really wanted a rag doll. And so they gave it to her and she loved it and used it until it fell apart. That's often what happens. We receive gifts all the time and we use them up, basically. And we give those gifts out, and the people that receive them use them up or they pass them on. I think it's really wonderful that we are staying in the flow as we give our gifts, as we give that beautiful Starbucks coffee mug to someone, or as we give them a gift certificate for something that they really, really want. It helps them fall in love with life again, And it helps us to know that we have loved them enough to give them that gift. There's also the gifts that we are. Now, I know you all well enough to know that you knew this is where I was going. The gifts that we are the talents that we have. We might be a wonderful concert pianist, like our own Dr. Ruth Wilkerson. I've seen her play the piano like nobody's business. I even saw her one time perform for a group of ministers, and she did a beautiful imitation of Liberace. It was hysterical, but she gave that gift, and we all loved her for that. You see, we each have a talent. We might not play the piano, but we might know technology. We might know about buying and selling real estate. We might know about bookkeeping. It doesn't matter, because every gift we have helps another person along their path. Everything that we can give with our talent is the way we express the divine in the world. I heard Terry Cole Whitaker say one time, we are all cells in the body of God. And every cell in our body has its own little job. And so do we in this world, in this body of God that we live in. We have our own function and our own way of giving that allows everything to work perfectly. Now, sometimes things don't look like they're working perfectly, do they? Sometimes the cells in our body aren't working perfectly and things kind of go wrong and get clogged up or whatever. And that's when we take care to heal that and then move forward. Healing is another gift that another person can give us. I've been the recipient of healing. I have been the healer. And we each have that ability to heal in the way that we really pay attention to the person that's in front of us. How often have we had a conversation with someone and we might get a blank stare over our face because we are thinking about what we forgot to put on our grocery list, or we're thinking about something we need to do when we get home, and we're not really with that person, especially when they're talking about something that means so much to them that is completely over our head. We have no idea what they're talking about, but the gift that we give them is the gift of paying attention, of being there in that energy of their passion for what they're talking about, and congratulating them or supporting them in some way so that they can continue to give that gift in the way they know best. This is what we are here to do, folks. I believe that this time of year, this holiday season, comes around so that it can show us what love there is within us that we can give out to others. How we can give our gifts of cooking a really good meal for our family, or giving them a present that allows them to use a gift that we have. One Christmas, my dad and mom made little gift certificates. They had other things to give us too, but the gift certificates were for 15 hugs in 15 days. Now, that wasn't a stretch because they love to give hugs and we all love to receive them. So you see, we have the capacity to give and be creative about our giving. But the most important gift that we have is our consciousness of knowing the truth about an individual. If we have a person in our life that we're maybe having a struggle with, maybe there's someone who just isn't doing life like you think they should, not doing it your way. And maybe they're doing things to annoy you or irritate you. Or maybe you're just letting yourself get annoyed or irritated with them. But this most important gift that we have to give is to see within them that they are the divine. They are created from the image and likeness of God. They are it. And folks, you can turn that around to know that we are made in the image and likeness of God. We are it. And so what we give out is that divine expression of the infinite to another human being. There was a young woman that I know who was telling a story about going into a store. And as she approached the door to the store, it opened quickly, and a young man came running out with an armful of things that it was obvious he had taken from the store, and he went running down the street. And she started to judge him until she realized that he is a divine being. And his reason for taking the things from the store might have been that he was hungry, or his children were hungry, or someone he knew needed what he was taking, and he just didn't have the money for it. And as her perspective of him began to shift, then she was able to send him a blessing, do a prayer for him, and know the truth about him, that he is a divine being and he is expressing life the very best way he knows how. What if we all did that for everyone around us? To take a moment to bless someone that's serving us in some way, to take a moment to look at our beloved, our family, and just notice the divine that's within them. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful when we notice that. And I know that it's always fun to find someone that we're really having an issue with and be able to turn that around in our own belief system, to know that they're not really annoying us. They're doing life the best they know how. And we also know for them that they can do better. They can live to their highest potential because they are the presence of God right here on earth. That gift comes from us to them. It comes from that place within us that is our heaven. Heaven on earth is within each one of us. And as we express that heaven to others, we are giving them the gift of heaven itself. So this week and this month, I invite us all to give the gift of our time and attention and be fully present with our loved ones as they're speaking to us and sharing with us, and call someone that you've been thinking about and just say, hi, I've been thinking about you. How's it going? Especially during this time, it's important to do that. And just be there for them. Just love them, no matter what's going on in their life. We need to care about each other. We need to have that kindness that can just kind of explode out of us and become something that gets passed on down the line. Random acts of kindness. So for this holiday season, I invite you to be that most important gift, that gift of love, that gift of heaven within, because that is exactly who you are. Now, I didn't write an affirmation for this week, so I'm going to make one up. I am happy and grateful that I am a gift to life. I know through this holiday season, I give and receive and give some more with great love. And so it is. Namaste.
Come, they told me, pa-rum-pum-pum-pum, a newborn king to see, pa-rum-pum-pum-pum. Our finest gifts we bring, pa-rum-pum-pum-pum, to lay before a king, pa-rum-pum-pum-pum, rum-pum-pum-pum. Rum pum pum pum. So to honor him, pa rum pum pum pum, when we come. Baby Yesu, pa rum pum. I am a poor boy to pa-rum-pum-pum-pum. I have no gift to bring, pa-rum-pum-pum-pum, fit to give a king, pa-rum-pum-pum-pum, rum-pum-pum-pum, rum-pum-pum-pum. Shall I play for you, pa-rum-pum-pum-pum, on my drum? Mary nodded, pa-rum-pum-pum-pum. The ox and the lamb kept time, pa-rum-pum-pum-pum. I played my drum for him, pa-rum-pum-pum-pum. I played my best for him, pa-rum-pum-pum-pum, rum-pum-pum-pum, rum-pum-pum-pum. Then he smiled at me, pa-rum-pum-pum. Me and my drum, oh, me and my drum, yeah, me and my drum, just me and my drum.
Thank you, Gilman. That was great. We were rocking out, weren't we? Wonderful. We've come to the time in our service where we get to express the law of circulation, the law of giving and receiving, and giving our gifts and tithes and offerings to our Center for Spiritual Living here in Redlands. What a blessing it is to know that we are giving so that we can enjoy Sunday service, so that we can enjoy Wednesday night service, so that we can enjoy all of the things that our Center for Spiritual Living does in our community. So today, everything is the same. The donate button on the website is having a couple of hiccups, but you can go right to the Facebook page and donate there through that donate button. You can also use Venmo. You can use Zelle and PayPal, and you can write a check. And you can bring it down to our church building and place it in our secure mailbox on the parking lot side of the building. or you can actually mail the check to our center. We are so grateful for all of the gifts that you give to the center and to the Science of Mind philosophy so that we can continue to share it with our community and the world. So let's take our gift, or imagine your gift if you've already given it. Imagine it in your hand and place it over your heart if you wish. And let's repeat our offering affirmation. I'll say a line and you can say a line. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It is evidence of my faith and my belief. It does great work in the world, and it returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so it is. And here's Gilman.
You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice, a spirit on earth, and who you are, and all you do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice, a spirit on earth, and who we are, and all we do is a blessing to the world. You're a blessing to the world.
Yes, indeed. We are the blessing to the world. We're going to move into our closing healing prayer this morning. And this morning, I would like you to bring forward a prayer request that's on your heart and just hold it there in your consciousness. And let's allow this healing prayer to surround that request in healing light and love. So I invite us now to close our outer eyes. And I invite us to breathe in that beautiful breath of life that is that unconditional love that we are. And gently release that beautiful breath. And simply know the truth. Looking up to that divine presence that is everywhere present. It is that divine infinite power and infinite joy, an infinite presence. It is everywhere. It is all knowing. It is all wise. It is that presence and power that has created all life out of itself. And this creation continues to express the divine in every moment. I know for each of us, being the expression of God that we are, I know that our power and presence is palpable within us. It is that presence within us that allows us to move forward courageously, and it allows us to know absolute truth. That whatever is on our heart this day is already healed. The healing is already done. The healing is actually the revealing of truth. And so as that truth is revealed, that we are actually whole, perfect, and complete in every way, on every level, that everyone that we love is actually whole, perfect, and complete. And even those who are ill at the center and core of their being, there is that presence of life that is wholeness and perfection. I know for each of us that there is infinite prosperity. There is infinite abundance of all good flowing into our life and back out again, and flowing into our life, allowing us to express abundantly that divine presence that always is that beingness that we are. I know for each of us this day that every aspect of our life is in perfect divine order. This is a divine gift from the universe. Orderly, perfect wholeness. I know for each of us that as we move through this day and beyond, we move through with effortless ease, green lights all the way, to the place where we can most readily and most perfectly give the gifts that we are. And we have the opportunities before us to give small and large gifts of our love, the heaven that's within us, the presence of God that is everywhere, that is within all people. I know for each of us that when we give, we are given to. And so I know that we continue to increase this abundance as we give and as we receive and as we embrace all of the good. So I give thanks, knowing that because we are abundant beings, we are gathered together in the Center for Spiritual Living in Redlands to know that this is a thriving center. It is lifted into the high vibrational match to abundance, prosperity, wholeness, and perfection, just like we are. I am so grateful to know this truth. I am so grateful to know that the presence of peace is right where we are, and we extend it out into our life, into the world. And I know that we receive that peace back into our life. And so in deep gratitude, knowing that every word that I have spoken is already in the process of manifesting for each of us, it's already here. I give deep, deep thanks for the law that makes it so. And so I release these words into the divine knowingness, into that perfect energy that is universal and complete. I release it and I let it be. And we can say, and so it is. Namaste.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me know that love is all around. Let me know that love is all around. Oh, let me know that love is all around. Let me know that oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Let me live in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Let me live in a holy Oh, let me know that love can heal us all. Let me know that love can heal us all. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way. Let me serve in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way. Let me serve,
Let me serve in a holy, holy way.
oh, let me share the good that's overflowing. Let me share,
Let me share the good that's overflowing.
and let me care for those around the world. Let me care,
Let me care for those around the
oh,
world.
let me serve in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Holy, holy way.
Holy way. Oh, let me live.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Let me live, holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Holy, holy way.
Love,
Let me love in a holy, holy way. Yeah. And so now I invite you to stay with us in this very Zoom link so we can join together in fellowship. Fellowship time usually lasts about 30 minutes after service, although last Sunday we had so much fun. I think we were in there 45 minutes to an hour. We have a board meeting today at 12 noon, and David will post a link so you can get the Zoom ID number and password to come join us. Remember, you're never, ever alone. You're always honored, loved, protected, sourced, supplied, sustained, and maintained by the power and the presence, the love and the grace of God. And as you go out and about, just know nothing will take place of us being together in person. And one way to make that happen until the time comes, stay covered.
Yay!
Stay safe.
Love you.
Join us in the Zoom room now. Woo. That's our commercial.
Okay.